This is Amy. I come to you with a thought today that I would like to share with you. There's so much turmoil in the world right now. There's very little rest, very little peace. It's palpable. You can walk outside and just feel the rumbling of unrest. You hear about it in the news. You see it on people's faces. And actually, the time that we're living right now, they're labeling the age of anxiety. So today, I'd like to share with you a thought, and that thought is, armor up and just stand. The enemy's rampage is stronger now than ever before. He's fighting more viciously than he ever has before because he knows his time is short and it's only going to get shorter. He's distracting us with sickness. He's destroying lives with violence. He's trying to rip apart communities and countries with disunity. But right now, more than ever before, more than we ever have before, we must run back to the Word. It's our only lifeline. It's the only place where our foundation and secret place exists. And it's the only place where we can run to know where the Lord wants us to stand right now. As the scripture says, stand. And any time that God repeats a thought or repeats word in scripture, it's because it's important and he wants us to know it's important to him. And it's mentioned 3 times in the 4 or 5 verses that I'm going to read to you today. And that's Ephesians 6:11 through 14. I'm reading it in the ESV for you. Put on the full armor of God so that you can stand against the schemes of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. Let me repeat that. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Our fight is not with our brothers. Our fight is not with them. It's with the demonic forces. It's with the darkness that comes with this time. It comes with these spiritual powers of this earth. It's not for us to fight with our brothers, but against those principalities. Therefore, take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand firm. Stand, therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth and having put on the breastplate of righteousness. And it goes on to 15. And as shoes for your feet, having put on the readiness given by the gospel of peace. And these verses, he's reminding us that standing is maintaining our ground when the enemy sweeps in like a flood. It's refusing to yield when the spirits of this world seek to destroy us. And it's refusing to flee when the devil roars like a lion in our faces. Wearing the armor of God is the piece that makes it possible for us to stand right now. This armor is not something that we can make ourselves, but he gives it to us and we take it and we choose to put it on. The covering of our body in his truth, his righteousness, salvation, peace, faith, and yielding the sword of the Spirit. It is what gives us the strength and the ability to stand. With his armor, we can be his representatives to this world, to the people in it. We can show his power and what it's like to live a life of victory and of peace. Without the armor of God, we will struggle to find balance and will wander without purpose as we try to use our faith, and to what end? This world needs an example of true believers and disciples of Christ. Standing is the mark of stability and commitment. An unwavering choice to stand against evil while pulling people from the fire and pointing them to God, as Jude wrote in verse 22 of his epistle. Let's be the ambassadors that God has appointed us to be in this hour, this time. It's important to him. All of this is too important. Every soul is too important. We must be the ambassadors and rise up as he's calling us to be in these last days, and let him, not ourselves, not our flesh, but let him demonstrate his power through us. I hope this word speaks to you today. I hope that your mind is rejuvenated. I pray for you today. I pray for your families, that you remain strong, that you remain rooted in His Word. We love you. The church loves you wherever you are. Have a good day.